Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw taken in by London. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Looking to throw, Hooker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing, Hooker. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. That pass complete to Moore. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. And a quick throw here. That's complete. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Hooker. Into the hands of London. He's got room to roam. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. On the option, here's Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. brings up second and 12 at the 40.
Richardson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. But Tommy Trimble, the intended target, and it's third down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for the secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Shedding the tackle. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a...
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Hooker now on first down. Flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Falcons! Jalen Warren, his second rushing touchdown on the year, and the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. This is a counter play. Eckler. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Hooker. Oh, that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Hooker going to try and throw for it. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Shreds into the stiff arm. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Play action. Now Richardson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. On the screen, this is Eckler. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Back to the air with Richardson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Carolina.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Hooker on 1st down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. From the gun, it's Hooker. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Yeah, they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Richardson now on 2nd down. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Richardson looking to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and it blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Johnson goes in motion left.
Now Richardson.
He finds his man Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Again, it's Richardson.
He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Austin Eckler
with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Panthers 10. Eddie Piñeiro to kick off for the Panthers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Hooker.
Going for Jefferson downfield.
And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come, their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner,
puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Hooker to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown!
Drake London.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
A little juke, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go play action with Richardson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Off play action, Richardson.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and can you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know to look at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Eckler. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to...
Now he's going to ball his way in for a Panthers score.
Austin Eckler
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Throwing. Hooker.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
110 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
On the give, it's Warren.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Well, he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Hooker.
Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They toss it to Warren.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Richardson to the air on first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
86 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Richardson.
On the screen, this is Eckler.
He's into space past the 25.
And finally marked down at the 23. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
So nothing doing there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Touchdown, Panthers! Deontay Johnson, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
25. Eddie Piñeiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here's Hooker.
sliding out of the pocket. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got Jordan complete right side.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires. We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's Eckler again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's brought down. But boy, they needed that. Out across the 35-yard line. Nice play. And the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's 1st down. Here's Hooker.
Wide open receiver complete. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
A gain of 3, second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
Richardson dials up the first throw of overtime.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Panthers first down.
Eckler down between the tackles. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
A quick throw out right here. He's got it complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
First down, Panthers.
Richardson going to move him around.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Aiden Hutchinson
Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler.
On the move past the 40.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Richardson.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it to 6. Had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Hooker to throw.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Throwing here is Hooker. Got a man. It's London.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Hooker.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Falcons are going to win the game.
A lot more was